Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel West Coast Wild Child. I will try to keep this intro short because this video is already gonna be pretty long. This is the travel video about Peru. I was here for about 3 weeks, and for once I was not traveling alone. I was traveling with two friends from home. One of them is a friend I have trained with before. We have been training Kung Fu together for many years, and the other friend I actually had never met before. It was my friend's friend. It was just a very different way to travel because if you have seen my other videos, I always travel alone by myself, and there's just something traveling with friends from home that is so wholesome. And I don't know, I just felt so complete in a way. So please enjoy the video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up, please subscribe, and let's get to it. So I met up with my friends in Lima. We had someone showing us around. I think she was Olga's parents' friend's friend. I don't know. She was awesome. She showed us around. She lives in Lima, and it was just so nice to travel together with friends. So this is the view from our hostel in Lima. We stayed in a region called Miraflores, which is supposed to be one of the more safe areas in Lima. And Olga had with her candy from Sweden. You see the happiness on my face. We were driven around a bit, did some sightseeing. We also had actually a really nice breakfast in the hostel. A bit of weird flavors maybe in the cereal, but I mean, it tasted like candy, like sugar pops. We did some shopping in an H&M, which I found was hilarious and on brand. Then we went to the Kennedy Park, which is basically a cat park. So if you like cats, this is a fantastic park. There are so many cats. They are very social, very cuddly, and yeah, I mean, I think people feed them. Actually, I'm not sure, but they seemed healthy and happy. And in the evening we went out for some food and drinks, which again is just so much more fun when you have friends. And you can also go swimming when you are in Lima. There are beaches. It's not necessarily with sand but with rocks, but it was cool, it was nice because it was actually super hot. We have this super nice boardwalk where you just have a good view. And then we went to this restaurant. If you know Swedish, I will not tell you what it means, but I was rolling on the floor. It was so funny. And yes, then we did some more exploring. Lima is pretty big, and it is definitely easier to get around with a car. I would say you don't really need it, but it was just nice to have. And then it was time to leave for Cusco, so we got our socks on and then we flew to Cusco, and we arrived well rested and happy. And also the views from the airplane, it's just really cool because you have these villages like in the mountains, and it's just really cool to see, to be honest. And yeah, then we were in Cusco, making it unsafe. I think a lot of people, they stay in Cusco just like for a day or two before doing the Machu Picchu trek. This is the place where you originate from. But I think honestly it's really nice, like Cusco, like you can stay here for a few days and just explore it on its own. We had some coca leaf tea because Cusco is situated very high and we felt a bit sick, to be honest. We had some great food. You cannot drink the water in Peru, so you have to buy water. And the hostel owner had the cutest little doggy. We also got matching jumpers, which were amazing. And then if you watched my Mexico video, do you remember Benny, the fun guy I met in the hostel? Yeah, so we stayed in his sister's hostel. Her name is Carmen, and her hostel has the same name. So the next day we did a day tour. This was one of the stops. So this is also an ancient Inca place. You see this that looks like stairs. It's called the Stairs of the Giants. I don't really know what it was for, just that the steps are way too big for any human being. We went to Moray, which is this like amphitheater thingy. We went to the Sacred Valley, which again was beautiful, so green and just stunning nature, honestly. And you also have a lot to shop if you are that kind of tourist, which I am. And actually why I wanted to do this tour was the most for this place, the salt mines, because I've never seen anything like this and it just looked so cool on the pictures. We got some matching friends, bands. Then we went back to Cusco, and the next day it was already time for Machu Picchu. So we went with a company called Alpaca Expeditions, and so you sleep 3 days and the whole trek is 4 days. And yeah, what can I say? Everything is arranged. Here is the whole group which we went with. Everybody was American except for 2 people. They were from Australia. Everybody was just so fun. On the first day we had a bit of rain. I was trying to figure my clothes out. This picture was taken after Olga called me a packing donkey, which is why I look so very happy. This was the break on the first day. We were kind of tired, to be honest. And I would say the second day of doing the Inca Trail is definitely the hardest, because this is the top of like you just walk upwards a lot. Like you basically walk up a mountain, and it is kind of sweaty and kind of hard. So yeah, the second day is definitely the hardest compared to Mount Everest Base Camp that I did a year ago. Honestly, I should make a video and compare the two, because the Inca Trail is so much easier, but the views are so rewarding. Like, it is just like the Andes are stunning. We also saw this gigantic centipede just living his best life. But I mean, you can see the views, like the Andes is just stunning, stunning, stunning nature. I cannot recommend this hike enough. If you have it on your bucket list, do it. It's great.
That's good. That's good.
Like I said before, we had a bit of rain, and here it does rain quite a lot, even in the dry season, so definitely bring stuff that is waterproof, like a rain jacket, rainproof hat maybe, just to be prepared. And this is how we slept. So they would always put up our tents, and so it was all basically done and ready when we came back from dinner. And the campsites were amazing. Usually we arrived around, I don't exactly remember, maybe at 4 or 5 p.m. usually. And yeah, this is already getting dark. Back there you can actually see a glacier, like there is snow on there, and there is me brushing my teeth here. And the food was great on this tour, I will say. Like, we had a lot of great food. This was extra fancy, but this was so cool. And don't look at my crusty ass face, but this is how we ate, also in a little tent. And also the most stunning stars I have ever seen in my entire life are here. The next day we saw a little hummingbird on the way, but again, the stars at night when it is clear is the most insane thing I have ever seen. So definitely go here if you want to see some stars. We saw a deer one day. She was just chilling beside the road, eating some grass. And also this is how it can look sometimes. Like the sky can be blue and clear, and 5 minutes later it's gonna look like this. So you never really know what kind of weather it's actually gonna be. But I mean, this is pretty charming as well. So this is the day before, let's see here now. Yeah, I don't remember exactly what day it is, sorry, I'm editing this like a few months later. Here is one of our guides. He was hilarious. And yeah, when it was raining we had these gorgeous plastic bags over us, which were well needed, to be honest.
No, it's okay, guys. It's okay. No worries. I did many times. I actually did. Especially we have in Cusco region, those locals people they know, they are like a tradition to communities. So for lands, they're fighting with this slingshot. One community nice mount, another community precise. So they're fighting with this skirmish. They broke their heads, their bodies. So that's part of the tradition those people have.
Our guides also showed us how to make ropes out of grass. So this is what the Incas did to build bridges, for example. They would just take a certain kind of grass and like twist it together, and it would become this super strong rope. And especially when the grass dried, it would become even stronger. So yeah, you could hold up bridges, I guess, yeah, whatever you need a rope for. It was insanely strong and very impressive. And I mean, the views, could you die? Like, how cool is that? This was so beautiful. Like, this is hands down, I think, the most stunning hike I've ever done. So this was another camping site. I don't have any footage of one of the days when we did camping. I do believe this is the third night, but I'm not entirely sure, sorry. Again, we had delicious food. It was so good. The last day before, we even got a cake. And this is from inside the tent. We three slept all in the same one. And this is Machu Picchu. In the morning, early in the morning, we went up at like 3 o'clock to do the hike here, to be some of the first ones to be here. And yeah, it's just absolutely gorgeous. Like, this is just such a magical place. Like, Again, if you want to do this hike, do it. Like, honestly, do it. Visiting Machu Picchu has been on my bucket list for so many years. I still, watching this back, cannot believe that I was actually there. It was just as great as I thought it would be. And of course, we are tourists, we needed to take a lot of good pictures. This is the whole gang. Oh my god, we were the best group ever. Like, we had so much fun, honestly.
So we have many temples right here. This could be for religion, could be for military, for many things, many ideas about the Machu Picchu. Right here is possible to see the temple, the sun, the moon, the stars, the Pachamama, temple of the Pachamama, his house, Inca house, temple of the moon, everything here, right? So we know these guys, the Incas, they have a special idea, a special meaning here in Machu Picchu.
On this day we were so lucky with the weather, like we literally had the best weather possible. It is very usual that it is cloudy or rainy at Machu Picchu, and that goes for all the times of the year. And it actually got a bit more cloudy like the longer we were here, but that is totally fine because in the morning we had the perfect weather. I'm so relieved. Like, imagine you walk for like 4 days just to see nothing. And also it is like how accurate they were with building. Like, you see these rocks, like they just build stuff with their hands. How could the rocks look like that? Also, there are wild chinchillas just living here. They are native to the Andes Mountains and they live a bit everywhere here. This is a part of the original Inca trail, and some more chinchillas because they are adorable and I wanted to keep all of them, but yeah, not a good idea. And yeah, then we went back to Aguas Calientes, which is a small, cute little town where you usually, if you take the train to Machu Picchu, it is where you will go from. And yeah, if I can give a tip, if you want some nice footage from this train ride, go to the toilet. And because only in the toilet you have a window that is open where you actually can put your phone out. So that's where I was. You do have big windows if you're lucky enough to sit by one. The train looks like this from the inside, so you definitely can get some nice footage from the inside, but you know, I'm chasing perfection and I just wanted a more like zoomed out view, if you will.
Ska de hämta den här från Amazonas eller ska vi hämta den från vattenfallet?
Ja, men de kanske skulle hämta de avokadosarna som hängde där. De kanske tänkte, jävlar vilka fina avokados, stanna tåget för fan. Vi måste plocka avokado. True. Ja. From Aguas Calientes we went back to Cusco. We spent another full day in Cusco, and the next day we were picked up to go on a tour to the Amazon rainforest, which is another one of my top bucket list activities, like the Amazon rainforest. Like, are you kidding me? There are so many cool animals and nature, and I was just fangirling all the time. And this is a boat that we took to the campsite where we were sleeping later. So we had, this was a 3 days 2 nights tour with a small company. I will insert the name of it when I find it. It is run by husband and wife, and the husband is actually born in one of the villages inside the rainforest, so he knows, you know, all the animals, all the plants. Like, I mean, he's grown up here, so he had so much knowledge, and it also like about the indigenous people and the people that still live here, and it was just super interesting. Like, it was so cool. This might just have been one of the most beautiful places I have been in my entire life. We had to keep quiet to not disturb anything, or because we wanted to see as much wildlife as possible, of course, and you just have to be very quiet. And this place, it was just like a very calm river surrounded by the Amazon jungle. Like, this is I still think about this place as just a beautiful, calm place. These birds are super funny. They are called something like stinky in the native tongue. They look like this. They look kind of funny. And what's special about them, they actually have claws on their wings, so they can hold on to branches. They are basically like dinosaurs. But yeah, they smell really bad. And I don't know why they do that, but also our guide told us, like, yeah, they, in the native tongue, they are literally called like stinky bird, and I can see why. We were in this like lookout tower, and yeah, so this is how we took most of the good pictures through the scope. This was a capybara family. Like, do you see the babies? How cute they are! They are so adorable. And they were here just when we came, and then they left. Like, there was a small group that came after us. They didn't even see them because they were gone. But oh my god, like baby capybaras, like adorable. Here is one of those sticky birds again. They're all very pretty though. But yeah, and then after nightfall, we were paddling back in our little canoe. It was getting dark pretty quickly. I don't actually know what I tried to film there. But anyways, I tried to steer the boat for a little bit. It was actually kinda hard, not gonna lie. Also, I managed to catch something the day before. Like, I had a fever and I was feeling really bad, but you know, we are pushing through. This was the Amazon rainforest. When do you ever have this chance again? Early in the morning we went to this place where parrots come to eat a certain kind of clay that has some certain kind of minerals in it. Also so cool, and no one has ever been disappointed about a little hummingbird, have they? Look how cute they are. They just might be one of my absolute favorite birds to ever exist. Ah, they are so cute. Then we saw a red-headed vulture. They are pretty big. Like, this is far away, as you can see. I filmed this through the scope, but just to see these, like, this is what you usually see on TV, and it was just so amazing to kind of see it with your own eyes. More stinky birds. They are very common. I don't even know how to say their name. Hoatzin? No idea. We also saw some woolly monkeys. We saw them quite a bit. They seem to be pretty common here. And we also saw a harpy eagle. Like, how cool is that? So this is a young one. Apparently they can get a lot bigger than this. Like, the harpy eagles get huge. But this is a baby. It was adorable. And yeah. So this is in the middle of the Amazon rainforest. We had to cross a few rivers, and then our guide found a wild cocoa bean.
It's like wild cacao. Yeah.
looks nice. Can I eat it like that?
Just suck it, the white side, the top.
Just suck it. Don't chew it.
Don't do it.
Okay.
Everybody did the swing better than me, which is fine. My friends are awesome. Let them have it. We had the best food. So it was literally just us three, our guide, and then we had a cook with us. Great food, amazing. Here are some vultures circling. They probably have found some food. And then it was time to leave and go to Huacachina, which is, you might have seen pictures of it, it is a oasis in the middle of the desert, and it just looks super cool. And we did this sand mobile thing. This was so fun. Oh my god. So yeah, this was fantastic, way more crazy than I thought it would. We also did some sand surfing, which is basically you lay down on like a surfboard almost, or like a big other board, and then you just surf down. Then me and Olga, like I said before, we have trained Kung Fu together for many years. And this is one of the throws that we have. This is not perfect form by any way, but yeah, I mean, you get the idea of it, and it was fun to do. Like, I have not been doing Kung Fu since I started traveling over a year ago, so it was fun to just, you know, do a little bit. And yet the sand surfing was insane. Like, it was so fast. I was a bit scared, to be honest, to like flip around, but I didn't. I'm very glad. Also, you will get sand everywhere inside your clothes, so just so you know. It was really cool to just be in the desert, like going from, you know, the Andes Mountains to the Amazon rainforest to be in a desert. Like, Peru has everything. It literally has it all. And sadly we were only here for, I believe, 3 days. I don't remember exactly. It was awesome. I was still a bit sick and I bought the best like coughing syrup. I have no idea what was inside, but if I tell you, I could sleep better than I ever slept. Then we went to Paracas, which is another city. It is close to the ocean. You have a beach here.
This you are seeing here, it's the homeless penguin. Yeah? Looks like a kindergarten walking group.
This ancient art piece, nobody knows who made it or why they made it. It's called the candelabra, but nobody really knows what it is, and so that's interesting. There are a lot of different birds on the Ballestas Islands, and also sea lions, which were adorable. They were just laying in the sun, living their best life, and yeah, they can live pretty undisturbed, I would say. Like, people are not allowed on the islands. You can do tours out here, which is what we did, but you can't actually go onto the islands. And yeah, it's also pretty cool to just see a desert that meets the ocean and nothing in between, kinda.
A penguin over there. Tenemos un pingüino entre 11, 12, in between 11, 12, in the entrance of the cave. En la entrada de la grande del Perú is the larger shorebird of the Peruvian coast. Es el productor número 3 del estiércol guano de isla. Is the producer number 3 for the manure. Arco, it's time for the selfies with the arc. Si van a compartir en sus redes sociales que han estado en las ballestas, deben tener fotos de este arco. ¿Eh? If you're going to share in your social media, you have been here in Ballestas Island.
Den är lite obehaglig.
There you have it, you guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. And yeah, what can I say? Traveling with friends is just the best. I have enjoyed traveling alone for the majority of my travels, and I really like to travel alone, but I feel like because I've done it so much now, I have reached a point where I think it's more fun to travel together with people now. And it was just amazing that my friends had the possibility to join me for Peru, and we had so much fun. I love you guys so much. I can't wait to see you back home. So the next video is gonna be about Bolivia, and if you're interested to see that, stay tuned. I had a lot of fun there as well, and see you in the next one. Bye.